What's going on, guys? SpencerClaeys here. Today we are installing a Minleon permanent lighting job, a little bit different of a way, so I'm going to show you guys what's up. Let's get to it. All right, start off, guys, we got this beautiful house here, setting them up with some permanent lights just below. Right here, normally we put the lights facing down, but we're actually putting them behind. And in the past, we used to brad nail these, but we're just finding it, we just screw it like normal, except we're just facing it. The corners are a bit more interesting to do, but you know, we got the angle grinder for that. You know, I got Simon over here, just putting them in. Got like a 25-foot section here. Got a T. I'll kind of just give you guys a walkthrough. We're gonna do like the full around the side. See, I'm almost done with the top here. But we are plugging in over here. Right here. We're running a jump bar up here. We got a T splits going up here. We actually have another T. We're gonna go to there and over to here. Ideally, we could have gone like run a wire all the way to the end, and then we wouldn't have had to use a T, but you know, it is what it is. We have to get to that spot. So we had two T's, which is great. So then we're running over here. And like I mentioned, you can't really see it during the day, which is cool. And he wants like the back glow. So obviously at the end of the video, we'll throw some pictures once we're all done and some video. But really excited to see how this one turns out. It's coming along really great. So yeah, I'll show you guys how to do like some corners, how we're installing. Let's get up there. All right, so we got our cord up here. We're gonna end up painting this. Our client just got his house painted, so he still has the paint. We're just gonna tuck this cord behind here, easily paint it, get a little $1 brush from Home Depot. You can see this one, like the house, you know, nothing's perfect, so we gotta that's the thing I love about the PVC track. So we got our T up here, we're gonna hide it, staple it there. You're not really gonna be able to even see it, you know, as soon as you step away from the house. But we got some of our track here. Just kind of want to show you guys a little close-up of what we're doing. Got the nice Contra shoes. These ones are super sticky. They have foam bottoms, so highly recommend you get some of these if you're up on a roof. But got our magnetic screwdriver. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's coming in here. Getting right up close. Using our thumb. Goes a little too far below, but that's fine. And these are this is always gonna kind of move, so that's fine. Kind of at an awkward angle. And then just throwing our lights up here. So we'll get like another maybe 25 footer. This will be like 7, maybe not even 25 foot, maybe like 2 10s. Oh, actually no, we're going up that way. So yeah, do another 25-foot piece. And then just to show you the full process, let's get some coverings. These lights are super nice. We don't have to cut them or anything. It's a completely interchangeable system. So let's just pop this cap off. There we go. Get this little tag off. We gotta go back a little bit farther. One more. All right, so we're gonna put this corner here, and this will be a bit interesting. So we're gonna cut this at a 45. We're just gonna kind of eyeball it here. That's just gonna go like so. For the other one, and then I like to kind of cut the corner first, and then see how this one's even like kind of wonky. So just gonna kind of do our best here, and then put our thumb right there. close enough. There we go. Yeah, right there. And then I might cut the other one while we are at it. Put that up there. So this one's gonna go like so. So we're gonna have to cut that opposite angle. Stay. All right, and let's see how we did. So I like to throw just one screw in before I get the whole thing going. So again, this is kind of a whole weird system. I might have cut it a little bit too sharp. So a little. Oh yeah, right there. Let's do one like right here. I always just feel my thumb. And then, so that little corner. Contract is away. I'll just leave it there. But we're gonna have that covering, the spacer go over that, so it's gonna be fine. Again, the wood is kind of all goofed up, but that's gonna be completely fine, especially from the ground with the covering on it. It's gonna be just fine. So we got like 2 more track to lay. Put the rest of these lights up. Should be good to go. All right, so we got that corner done. Just gonna continue along here. Got our little coverings. See how many feet we end up. I think we might need like a 5-footer. Let's see. You can see once you have the track, it goes pretty fast. I think on a good day we're like 50 feet an hour. This one's like 200 feet. There's a lot of corners, of course, it takes a lot longer, but this one wasn't too bad. Alright, so we can even cut around like some of these 2x4s right here for the rafters and stuff. It's kind of weird, but the PVC, you can cut around anything, so it's awesome. Another thing we don't always do, but the client just had his house painted a couple weeks ago, so he still has the paint. So we're putting on, like, here's our cable going up here. You know, takes an extra 10-15 minutes to paint it. We're gonna paint the box as well, but you know, it's those little tiny touches that really make it pop. You're not gonna be able to tell if there's lights up here that there's any cord. So that little things, man. Boom, just like that. Pretty much all good. There's this other cable that's for, you know, Ethernet. Ours blends right in. Can't even tell. Just got this last part to finish up. Last like 5 feet. Have the extension coming up here. Just tucked it right under there. Can't even tell. Super cool. Put a little staple there, staple gun. Got the lights coming up here. So just finishing off this last bit, put a cap on the end. We gotta go.